Today we are going to be talking about sprouting. First of all, what is sprouting? Well, sprouting is taking a seed and letting it germinate in water and creating a small shoot that you can eat raw or you can add to cooking. So the biggest advantage to sprouting is that it can be done indoors. You don't need any soil, so you don't need any garden. And it uses very little water and very little equipment. It's cheap, it's healthy, it's nutritious, they taste really good, and you're growing it yourself. There's nothing better than growing something, watching it grow every day, seeing the results, and then eating it at the end of several days. There's lots of things you can sprout with. People do ask if you sprout with normal seeds. The seeds you buy are normal seeds, just that you're harvesting them at a really young age. So some of the main seeds to sprout with is broccoli, alfalfa and mung beans. So let's have a look at some of the seeds. These are, I've got broccoli seeds. If you can buy organic, the broccoli seeds, I got these online from Amazon. They work out really cheap compared to if you buy like the little seed packets. They really aren't worth buying. If you're going to be doing this even a couple times a week, you need to get a decent sized bag. I mean, this is 500 grams. Just had this for ages and it's still like half full. I've got some mung beans and this is a 500 gram bag. This cost me like €3–4 from a health shop. And this one, it's alfalfa seeds. Alfalfa is a good one because it's very mild. Broccoli seeds are quite strong and they don't actually taste like broccoli. So if you don't like broccoli, that's a good thing. But they do taste quite strong, but that's also good in a nice salad. You can also do beans, lentils. Actually, lentils is one of my favourite. Here, this is the brown lentils, and they've got a really nice flavour and they look really nice as well. You can just get lentils from your supermarket and start sprouting them. Now I'm going to show you a really quick, easy way to make your own jars up. Now you can buy everything online. There is a couple of methods for sprouting. So one of them is the jar method and the other method is these trays, and basically they stack up on top of each other. So it does actually have a lid, but as you can see the lid doesn't go on now with the mung beans. This one's got 3 trays, so you can put seeds, different seeds in each layer, and they basically have a little hole inside, and when you water it, it drains down to each level, and then at the bottom is a tray that collects the water. The thing I like about with this grower is the way, especially with the mung beans and the broccoli seeds, how they grow. I love the way it feels like a little mini forest growing indoors. I've actually taken half of this out so it doesn't look as full now. But when you have a lot of them in here, it just looks amazing. Now the jar method, you can buy jars online. The mason jars are like the really big jars. You can also get special lids. The lids need to have some kind of ventilation in the top. So the ones online you can buy are either like a plastic lid with holes in, or also a stainless steel lid. However, I've wanted to make my own because I wanted it really cost saving, and of course recycling is always better for the environment. So basically my jars, they're like from old gherkin jars and things. Yeah, so I've just taken some big jars. I've even ran out of my big jars. I've even got some baby jars here. You can basically sprout anything, that's the idea. And all I've got on top is a netting, and it's actually the netting from like a mosquito net. And I've got like a big piece here. So you can also use actually some cheesecloth as a lid. So I just cut a piece off, and then I've used literally a rubber band, and the rubber bands, these are all ones from when you buy a bunch of spring onions and they always put the rubber band around. Everything's from at home. I haven't had to go and buy anything. The only thing is the seeds. And obviously depending on your seeds, maybe you just have already got those in your house anyway. Now the other thing you might need is some kind of tray to keep the jars. So obviously if you buy this is all self-contained and you don't need anything else. The jars, what you need to do is you water them and you drain the water out, and you want them to sit up. upside down so that the water keeps draining out. If they stay in too much water, it will kind of go off and you'll see them go mushy and they may start to smell funny. So the best thing is you want good drainage. You also don't want to keep them flat like that because you need them to get a little bit of air in. So the best way is to have them on a tilt. Put them in maybe a bowl or something to keep them slightly upright. You could just lean them against the side. I actually found this really nifty thing. This is from the fridge and it's a wine rack. The jars fit perfectly onto the wine rack, and also I can get loads of jars on the rack. So the sprouting, it normally takes 4 to 7 days depending on what sprouts you've got and depending how much you want to grow. Obviously when I grow them longer like this, they take a few more days longer. When they get to this level, they're just coming up to the top, you can actually take the other layer off, or the lid, so you can grow them right up to this length. In the next day it will literally shoot up. This leaf will fully come out here and will go a really nice green colour. You can eat all of the root, it will taste really good. So here I've got lots of different stages of germination. So in here we've got mung beans, and they're a couple of days old. These are broccoli seeds, and you can see this is actually pretty much done. We've also got, this one is black lentils. Again, these are looking really yummy. This is the brown lentils. Now they look so green, so delicious, and they taste really nice as well, very mild. Some people cook with these, but I love to just eat them raw in salads and just munching on them. I think that's the best way for nutrition. So if you would like to have sprouts every day, what you can do is just stagger the day you start. So you can do 1 jar on one day, and then maybe 1 or 2 days later you can start the pre-soak for another jar. A bit like our friend here, Martin, he starts a new broccoli seed tray every day. So he has 1 day old sprouts, 2 days old, 3 days old, 4 days old, 5 days old, and the 6 days old is the day that he's going to eat them on, so he'll be eating those today. He eats a whole tray of broccoli sprouts. So if you have a really big jar, you can use about ½ a cup of lentils, which is about 7 to 8 tablespoons. I'm going to use about half of that because this is a big jar but not so big. And basically you want to fill those lentils up, preferably with filtered water. And you just want to leave that overnight, leave them for 24 hours. So we're also going to make up some broccoli seeds. Depending on your jar, if it's a big jar, you want to put about 3 tablespoons. 1. Drop them everywhere. It's 2 tablespoons. So for this one, I'm just using 2 pieces of this cloth so that the seeds don't go through when I tip it up. Okay, and that's just going to sit like that overnight. We're going to do some mung beans as well. So again, I've just got a smaller jar. I'm just going to judge it. Okay. So again, about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And we're going to do exactly the same again, fill it up with water. So here are all your seeds ready. Your mung beans, we've got broccoli seeds, and we've got your brown lentils. They're going to sit on my countertop over in the corner. Some people put them right in the dark. I find that mine are fine like that. So I'm going to keep them. It's now early evening, so we're going to come back tomorrow and we'll do that process. tray method, it's exactly the same as the jar method, and then just after the 24-hour period is up, you can pour the seeds with the water straight into one of the trays, and then you can just rinse through with fresh water. The water will be collected into the bottom tray, and you can just empty that the next time you go to water it. So it's exactly the same, you just pour water once through, morning and evening. You can also give them a little shake up, the seeds as well, so they're not all stuck together in one place in the tray. And you just basically pour water in from the top tray, and it will go down through each tray to the bottom. And you can have different seeds in each tray, like here I've got mung beans in the top, broccoli seeds in the middle that are a few days old, and the broccoli seeds that I've just done now, and that's about 2 tablespoons of seeds. And so that's basically it. You want to continue this process every day and do it twice a day, so morning and in the evening. For the tray method, you just empty the water out from the bottom tray and reapply new water, fresh water in the top, and let it drain through, and again do that the morning and in the evening. And then you can place the jars upside down back on your rack or in your bowl, wherever you've got them. And once the seeds are done, as much as you would like, obviously the longer you have them, the bigger they're going to grow, you can give them a final wash. So you can place them in a bowl, rinse them out, then you can put them in a colander and take out the ungerminated seeds. I normally pat dry them and place them on a kitchen towel, and then you can either keep them in the fridge for a few days in a tub, or you can eat straight away. And of course just wash the jars and the lids to reuse them. We're going to have lovely crunchy sprouts ready to eat, so you can add them to salads, you can put them in your cooking. My favourite is just to grab a load of sprouts, chop up some baby tomatoes, other veggies, and make a really nice dressing and have like a sprout salad. There's something amazing about growing life in your kitchen. I just think it's amazing. So guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Happy sprouting, and let me know how it goes. And thanks guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.